Hello students, today we'll discuss some properties of integers. So let's start with the first property, which is known as closure property. So we'll see this property is applicable to all the operations or not. So first let's see in addition. So according to the closure property, if we take two integers and we add, so the answer should be integer only. So let us take example whether this is applicable to addition or not. So if I have taken plus 2 and plus 3, this both are positive integers. Now I will add this two integers, so 5 will come. So 5 is also integer. Now we will take a negative integer, minus 2 minus 3. If we add these two integers, two negative integers, so answer will also be this answer will be a what? Negative integer. That means here also integer is coming. So that means this closure property is applicable to addition. Now come to the subtraction. Now you will check closure property applies to subtraction or not. So let a and b be integers, and we subtract b from a, so answer will be integer. Let's see with the example. If I take 5 minus 2 here, so the 5 minus 2, 3. So 3 is also an integer. Now again we take if negative integer. Suppose I have taken a negative integer here. So what will be the answer here? Minus 2. This minus will get multiplied with minus. So here plus 3. So minus 2 plus 3 plus 1. 1 is minus, another is positive. So answer will be 1, because the 1 will get the sign of bigger numerical value, that is plus 1. So here also integer is coming. So that means this property applies to subtraction also, because whenever we subtract two integers, so answer will always be integer only. And we'll check this closure property is applicable to multiplication or not. So let us take this integers as a and b, and the answer will always be integer according to the property. So let us take example. 2 into 3, 6. Here I have taken positive integers, so this answer is also integer only. Now if I take a negative integer, so answer plus 6. So here minus 2 into minus 3, minus into minus plus. So again the 6 is an integer only, 6 is an integer. So that means this property applies to multiplication also. Now come to the division. I will check this property is applicable to division or not. Let's a and b be integer. Now we will give values to a and b. Suppose a will be a 15 and b will be a 3. Now 15 divided by 3. What will be the answer? 5. If we divide 15 by 3, this is a 5 is the answer. So 5 is the integer here. If I take another example, another integer, suppose I take 3 divided by 15. So if I divide 3 by 15, what will be the answer? 1 by 5. That means here 1 by 5 is the fraction. 1 by 5. That means here 1 by 5 is the 1 by 5 here, it is not an integer because it is a fraction. So here that means this shows that the closure property is not applicable to all the division of integers. This shows that division does not follow closure property. To every integer it is not possible that answer will always be integer. So that means no division of integer does not follow the closure property. Now come to the next property, which is known as commutative property. So here first we will see with the addition of integers. According to the commutative property of this for addition of integers, addition of integers, a plus b is equal to b plus c. So that means here what I have done, I have changed the order. A plus b is equal to b plus c. So if I do a plus b, so whatever be the answer of a plus b is equal to the answer of b plus c. So let us take example. If I have taken plus 5 and next integer I have taken negative, and which will be equal to, according to commutative property, minus 7 plus 5. That means if I change the order, so this will be like this. Minus 7 will come as the first integer and the second integer, this in the place of second integer, plus 5 will come. Now we'll check whether this is equal to, or this both sides are equal or not. So let us take left hand side first. So if I take plus 5 and this plus will multiply with minus, so it will be, the 7 will get a minus sign. And that means plus 5 minus 7. Here plus minus, minus 7 minus 5, 2, and 2 will get a sign of bigger numerical value. So what is the answer here? Minus 2. Now we'll check this right hand side. So here minus, see here I have changed the order, but I have not changed the sign. You can see here only I have changed the order. That means if I change the order in addition of integers, then it will be equal. It will be same. No change will come in the answer. So if minus 7 and the plus 5, minus 7 plus 5, minus 2. Again minus 2 is the answer. Same answer you can see. Here 7 minus 5, 2, because minus plus minus, and 2 will get a sign of bigger numerical value. So 2 will get a sign minus. So here both the answers are same. That means no change in the answer if I will change the order of integer while doing addition. So that means the commutative property is applicable to addition of integers. Now come to the subtraction of integers. So let's check commutative property is applicable to subtraction of integers or not. So let us take a minus b. The a and b are two integers. So let's take example. If I give values to a and b, so plus 5 minus 7. So I have taken two integers. One is positive and another is negative. Now plus 5. If I solve this two in subtraction of these two integers, so minus will get multiplied with this minus. So minus into minus, plus. So 7 will get a plus sign. So 5 plus 7, 12. Now we'll check. Now we'll check if I change the order of these two integers. So minus 7 will come in the place of first integer, and this minus, and the plus 5 will come in the place of second integer. So now I will solve this minus 7 and minus into plus minus. When we open the bracket of 5 will get a minus sign. So minus 7 minus 5, minus minus plus. If both the integers having the same sign, so what we'll do? Add. So minus minus plus, 7 plus 5, 12. And 12 will get a negative sign because both the integers are minus. So 12 will also get the same sign. Now here you can see both the answers are not same. If I'll change the order, so answer will not come same. So here that means this both are not equal. So here we can write a minus b is not equal to b minus a. That means this subtraction of integers does not follow the commutative property. If I'll change the order of integers in the subtraction, so the answer will not come same. That means the subtraction is not a commutative for integers. Now look at the multiplication of integers. So we'll check commutative property is applicable to this multiplication of integers or not. So here according to the commutative property, a into b is equal to b into a. Here again I have changed the order of a and b. So let's check with the example. If I take minus 5 and the place of b I have taken 3. Okay, I have given the values to a and b. So a is minus 5 and b is 3. So what will be the answer? 5 into 3, 15. And minus into plus, minus. So 15 will get a sign minus because one is negative and another is positive. If we'll do multiply negative with positive, so the answer will get a negative sign. Now if I change the order of this multiplication, let's see, 3 into minus 1. So I have written 3 in the first place of first integer and the minus 5 in the place of second integer. So 3 into 5, again the 15, and 15 will get a sign minus. So you can see here that both the answers are same. That means both the sides are equal. If I change the order of these two integers in multiplication, so answer will be same. That means a into b is equal to b into a. So see, that means the commutative property is applicable to multiplication of integers. To the fourth, division of integers. Now we'll check whether this property is applicable to division of integers or not. So let's take a divided by b. So a divided by b should be equal to b divided by a. So let's check first. Example, first I have taken minus 15 as first integer and then divided by 3. So minus 15 divided by 3. What is the answer? 15 by 3 minus 5. So because here dividing is negative and divisor is positive, so minus divide positive. What will be the question will get a what sign? Which sign? Negative sign. So 5 will get a negative sign. So here the answer is minus 5. Now we'll change the order. 3 divided by minus 15. So first 3 divided by minus 15. Let's check. 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15. Again 1 by 5 will get a negative sign because here 1 is positive plus divide minus. So the quotient will get a minus sign. So here the answer is 1 by 5. Here the answer is minus 5. So here you can see both are not equal. If I change the order, the answer will not come same. That means a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. That means the division of integers does not follow commutative property. So the answer will not come same.